Hello, subscribers, viewers. Something we need to talk about, right, is what we're seeing in Britain at the minute. Yeah, wake up Britain, a clear pattern of migrant crimes against women and children. I've no doubt there's crimes against women and children all up and down the country. But where's the figures? Where's the actual facts? Because the Home Office don't give us the facts. Police crime, whatever they call it, don't give us the facts. They don't give us the breakdowns, the percentages. And ethnicity is different to illegal immigrants, isn't it? Two totally different things. What we're seeing at the minute is these people online getting absolute 33k views, and they're using YouTube as a platform for their own opinion. Well, you're entitled to your own opinion. I ain't going to knock it. I don't blame you. When you're seeing poverty in your own country and everything else, yeah, you got to find someone to blame. The blame lays with the government. It don't lay with anybody else other than the government. And then you watch the Liam Tufts, you watch the Tommy Robinsons, you watch the Golds, the geezers, the fucking platform. All these other people, I watch them with my missus. And it sort of divided me and my missus and what we think. Is it an ethnicity thing that divides us? I don't know. I don't think it is. I just think it's a different way of thinking. Every single person is unique. But what we're seeing at the minute in Britain is the racist thing. They say it ain't racist. They say it ain't this. It's just we don't want this in our country. We don't want radical Muslims. We don't want radical Islam. We don't want radical this. Well, any radical religion. Like you got radical Christianity if you look at history. God, mate. It's all bad. Anything that's extreme and radical is bad, right? It don't mean the moderate Muslims are bad. It don't mean the moderate Christians are bad. It just means certain parts of society follow radical ideologies, right? That's bad. That is absolutely terrible when people fall out of the peaceful, loving comfort, the duvet quilt of religion. That's terrible. But to have this permanently on our screens is absolutely, it's not wrong, but it's absolutely stupid. Because you've only got to sit there for 5 minutes and do a bit of research to realise that the figures and everything ain't there for you to stand beside with your research. They're not. If those figures were there and it was over a certain percentage, I'd stand with you. I'll stand with you and stand by you and stand in front of you. And I understand where people are coming from when they see in all these illegal immigrants or migrants, whatever you want to call them. Let's call them illegal migrants. In the hundreds, turning up on your shore in a boat. You know what? That can be stopped straight away, can't it? If the French beaches were policed properly and the British beaches, coast, whatever you want to call it, was policed properly, that can be stopped one fell swoop. The government don't want to stop it. The government want you to carry on. The government want people over here and vice versa, because while we're getting angry about that, we don't know what the left hand's doing. The right hand's saying, oh, we understand, but the left hand's underhanded. Yeah, our government is under all the government, whatever political party you put in, the British government, they're underhanded. This is who you want to be fighting against, the capitalists of this world. But capitalism is bad. All sorts of capitalism is bad. Let's take, for instance, the digital media. They're getting clicks and likes. They're getting hundreds of pounds in the bank. They're becoming capitalists. They're platforming to make money. It's all about the money, isn't it? It's not about our sons and daughters. It's not about our population. It's not about anything other than you're doing it for your own money. You're doing it to make money. Easy, digital money. And there's me. I have to go on YouTube just to open my mouth up, just get it off my chest. Because it is becoming, it's dividing families. It's dividing cultures. It's dividing diverse cities. And it shouldn't be. But the government want it like that because divided as a nation, we ain't got no power. United as a nation, we've got so much power. And they don't realise this. A lot of people do not realise this. If we was just all united in a few common causes against the government, it would be so powerful. Absolutely so powerful. But instead, what we got now is it's becoming the right wing of the right wing, and then they're becoming ultra-nationalistic. They're becoming fascists. And then they'll want dictatorship while we're still fighting digital IDs and everything else. The worst thing we could have done was come out of Brexit. Worst thing we could have done was come out of Brexit, mate. We didn't need to do that. We should have had no borders and policed it properly, you know. Now, we've got expats all coming home from Europe who had their beautiful Spanish houses that they've retired to, their French houses that they've retired to, their Italian houses, whatever, in whatever European country, all have to come back home now. Can't afford to live, you've got to go and get this document, you've got to go and get that document. We've got half the population now are looking to their Irish grandfathers. This is the thing. Half the population are looking to get Irish passports from their granddads or their dads who are Irish. So that don't make us fully British, does it? I'm not fully British. I'm half Basque Spanish, born in Whitechapel, second generation. And this is what, I don't know whether it's where I come from and how I was brought up, but I do see there is problems. When I go back to look after my mum in Tower Hamlets, I do see there is two-tier counselling, two-tier NHS, two-tier hospitals, two-tier police, two-tier everything. And I do appreciate the fact, because I lived in Tower Hamlets, I do understand radical Islam and radical Christianity and radical ideologies. You know, I used to walk past the NF blokes on Brick Lane when I used to go and get my apple fritters. And yeah, I've seen it firsthand. I've lived it. Like Mr. What's his name? Stephen Yaxley. Yeah, like him. I've grown up in a society like him, where you was a majority, now you're a minority. And it is sad to see. It is sad to see the British culture go downhill. But they can't keep telling us the facts and figures when there's no facts and figures. I'd like to see the facts and figures, because I see the other week, this is 2026 now, I see the other week a list of paedophiles that was captured and their photos was put on the internet for all of 2025. And a lot of them, let's just say 3/4 of them was white, British, old geezers and young geezers, all with mental afflictions, you know. But I do see their point. I do see the point. I do see the other side of it, when you got 600 illegal immigrants. Because now I live in Kent. I'm right next door to Crowborough. I do see 500 strangers in your community is going to do something. Because what will happen is they will get predominantly the best services, i.e. the dentist, the NHS, and people have got kids and like, sick kids, and you go down a level in favour of the demographic that's just come in. So I understand that, because I face it myself. You know, I do face it myself, especially having a surname that's not an English surname, but I talk the way I do, and I was born in Whitechapel. You know, my wife will get an appointment straight away in our doctors. I won't. I'll have to wait. I'll get treated like second class. And I don't know what it is. Is it just the way that I come across? Is it because of my name? Is it because I'm of a demographic where I'm deemed, well, you can handle it. You know, you're young. Well, if you call 50s young, is it all that, all entwined, and no one can see through the trees at the minute because of, we've just got this right-wing, ultra-right-wing section. And I really don't count Tommy Robinson as ultra-right-wing. I count him as a bit misguided patriot. I understand, because I'm a patriot. I'm patriotic. I'm patriotic to the Basque country. I'm patriotic to the English culture. I'm patriotic. You know, there's me. Pies and mash, fish and chips, and do you know what? I'm not understanding. I'm getting confused. But that's my truth today. It does confuse you. But it's the government that are doing it. The government. They've turned into something special, haven't they? You know, we've got the Americans with Trump. He just taking over countries for oil. We're supplying weapons and ammunition to Ukraine. Foreign aid here, foreign aid there. It would be nice just to have a decent restart, wouldn't it? Where just for a couple of years, you know, build Britain back up again. Look after our own. Not so much close the borders, but just do something sensible about it all. You know, it's horrible to see when you're walking down parts of London, like you walk down Park Lane, down the West End. There's tents full of Bulgarian, Romanian, and you've got parts of London that are run by Albanians. You got Romanian gypsies everywhere. And don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against gypsies. I've got Romany blood going down the line, so I've got nothing against no one. But it does hurt the infrastructure when you got the population booming at such a rate. Something's got to be done, innit? And I appreciate the fact that these boys are trying to do something. They're trying to go to France and stab a boat. I appreciate people trying to be patriotic. But on the other hand, I don't like to see racism. I don't like to see people's religions get whitewashed and told lies about. I just want everyone to live in fucking peace. We all deserve a bit of peace, don't we? Anyway, that's me done for today. I've got that off my chest. I've put it online. Have a good one. God bless. Good health. And buy British. Buy British. And if you can't buy British, buy Basque. You know what I mean? The best food in the world. British in the Basque. I've got a bit of everything in me, so God bless. Mind you, I've got Irish grandparents as well on that side, on the English side. That's what I'm saying. I call it the English side, and they're fucking 30% fucking Irish, 40% Irish. We're all multicultural. We could talk forever, couldn't we, like this? In fact, I might do another video later on today about ethnicities in Britain. Have a good one. Take care. God bless. Love you all.